Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Katie from First Presbyterian Church of Decatur. I wanted to share with you all today kind of where I am. Not just like at my house, but I woke up today has been a hard day, and I don't know what that's about. I think there are, just like any other day, there are good days and there are bad days, and today's not such a great day. Yesterday, I was so energized and excited by the sun and the warm weather. Today, it's still warm, but it's gloomy, and it was hard to get out of bed this morning. And I think as this kind of wears on, we go through these kinds of ups and downs, and we don't know how to feel day to day going back and forth. And one of the emotions that I realize I'm really wrestling with today is grief. I think I am grieving a lot right now. I'm grieving my routine and my schedule. I miss going into the office and working. Not that I'm not working, but I miss kind of being able to go out and about and have the freedom and flexibility to do things. It's hard for me to be kind of cooped up in the house. I miss being around people and being with you all, and it can get hard. And I think that's a lot of what I'm experiencing today has been grief of what I've lost, but also kind of what has had to change in my life as a part of staying in place. I think it's been especially difficult. I was okay with kind of stay at home, but now this really like, no, you have to be home. It's like, no, but I don't wanna. And that kind of grief is part of this journey. And I think for me, it's been helpful so far today to kind of name the things that I am missing or that I'm grieving, the things that are hard for me, and what those things might be for you. And I encourage you, if you do find yourself in kind of not great day, to think about what is it that I'm really sad about, or what do I miss? Because that also, it helps to name it and say, you know what, I really miss just being able to drink coffee with another person, or going out to eat, or I miss hanging out at hard times. Those sorts of things I think are important to kind of name as we go through this. The scripture that has been coming to my mind a lot is the 23rd Psalm. And this may or may not show up on Sunday, so maybe it's a preview to the sermon. I don't know just yet. But that even in the valley of the shadow of death, thou art with me. And I don't know that we're in a valley. I think that is where I am this morning, today, but I think that's also kind of where we are as a nation, as the city of Decatur, kind of all of us, we're kind of in a valley. So what I wanted to share with you, one of the things that I am grieving is, many of you may have known that in May, I was planning to take my first trip to Paris. I've traveled a lot internationally, but never to Europe. And I was going to go with my sister-in-law. We were going to take a girls' trip. We were going to go to Paris. And I was so excited about it. And now that's not happening. And I have to grieve that. I was so excited. I've been learning French and like trying to, like where's the bathroom and those sorts of things. And so that's part of, I think, what I'm grieving. So my sister-in-law, she is a trauma surgeon at Indiana Health down in Indianapolis. And she's obviously been hugely affected by COVID-19 and all of what's going on in our world, working in healthcare. And she's got 4 kids at home, and all of that stress of being at the hospital all day and coming home to my nieces and nephews. But she wrote her own version of the 23rd Psalm, and I would like to share it with you all this today, because I think it really struck with me. She wrote this last week, and it stayed with me, and I really have been thinking about how we engage with Scripture, especially as we're kind of walking through the valley. what that might look for us. And so this is her interpretation of the 23rd Psalm. So here's Jenny Hartwell, Dr. Jenny Hartwell. This is her interpretation of the 23rd Psalm. God, you are my personal guardian. You give me everything that I really need. Not necessarily all of the tangible things I need, but what my mind and heart really need. You let me rest in places where I thrive. You renew my soul to get me ready for the next day. You show me what I should be doing, the things that really matter in times like these, not because they make me look good, but because they direct people to you. Right now, we are seeing some dark and hard times, but you give me the courage to not be overwhelmed with the fear of things I cannot change. The world and all the things that try to hurt me physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You show me that you will give me just enough of what I need, just at that moment, even as I stand in front of the things that scare me. You keep reminding me that I am loved and cherished and chosen, no matter what the outcome of things, and that brings me an unexplainable sense of peace, of being full and content. I know that your love and grace will always be with me every day until I meet you face to face. I know that at the end of my life, whenever that may be, I have nothing to fear because I will be with you where I will be safe forever. My prayer for you and all of us this day is that we are able to find that peace, to find our own belovedness, that we're able to see God even in the darkest of places, that God's light can shine brightly wherever we may be. I hope that that's true for you today, and I will see you again tomorrow.